What's up YouTube, this is boy G back in another video. Today we're going to unbox and test this Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro. Now I've got the Liberty 3 Pro, as you've probably seen on my previous video, probably more than a year ago. It's a new iteration for that, right? Liberty 4 Pro. Go ahead and rip it out. It looks different. Let's go and check it out. Soundcore by Anchor, of course. High-res audio, wireless, adaptive ANC 3.0 now. Playtime, it says battery life is 10 hours straight, for the buds, and 40 hours total with the case. Of course, that will vary, right? If you're using ANC, active ANC, and LDAP, it may even go down up to 5 hours, right? Now, ACAA, coaxial acoustic system, that's just their own branding or naming convention. Liberty 4 Pro, again, 7 sensor precise noise cancellation, so my expectation is pretty high. It's rocking 6 sound sensor plus 1 barometric pressure sensor, right? So that's supposed to help you in air pressure. For example, you're in a plane or something high elevation that will really alter the air. So it says here, 7 sensor and an innovative algorithm work in tandem, reacting to the environment 3 times per second. Wow, for precise noise canceling. Of course, in the back again, Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro, true wireless noise canceling earbuds, all of those good stuff, right? So go ahead and screenshot if you want to check that out. But you know what, I'm excited, so let's go ahead and check this out right away. It says here, pull down. By the way, subscribe to my channel, guys, if you're not subscribed yet, and if you're into unboxing and testing of gadgets like this, consider subscribing. It might help you in your purchase decision in the future. Thanks so much in advance. That's about it. Let's get back to that. You have some hard material there, so you do have this diagram. Wow, this one is difficult to pull. I don't know why they did not include any pull tab or anything on that one, like what typically Apple would do. But let's try. Right, after 40 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of earbuds, right? So it'll definitely cater to the size of your ears. If you have small or big ears like me, that will suffice. And of course, USB Type-C. All right, Soundcore branded one. All right, so let's go ahead and check the actual buds here. Nothing really much on the box itself. Pretty simple. Let's go ahead and remove that. Shout out to my boy Flossie. But yes, this is, it definitely feels like the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro, right? At least for the looks. It's much more oval, for the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro. But yeah, ooh, like that. Just a quick look. Again, this is like an LED in the front display. You can actually control it using this touch pad in the front, right? So if you notice, it's changing that bar there. I think that may have been the transparency or the noise cancellation. So as you can see, on the left side, there's like an icon that you can hear everything there. You have like a hyper awareness. That's like transparency right there. And if you put it on max, it's going to be like noise cancellation. Essentially, you're isolated and you're good to go. On the top itself, you cannot actually control it. But yeah, this is the buds. Again, this is a USB Type-C, by the way. And mind you, I've gotten the black, and it's actually not transparent. If you notice, I'm not seeing the inside. It's actually matte, right? Solid black. And you know what? I prefer this versus the transparent one, because the transparent one looks like a plastic, like a cheapo to me, and this looks like a legit premium device, again, like the Liberty 3 Pro. All right, so this is the Liberty 4 Pro, and nothing really exciting about it, right? I will tell you the design. I'll be honest, guys, I don't really fancy the design because it's just all, it's kind of like the boring design that everyone has, right? So this is a very expensive earbuds. I mean, of course, a lot cheaper than a lot of expensive one, but this is actually the flagship, right, earbuds of Soundcore. But for the looks itself, it just likes, like maybe even a $20 earbuds out there can rock those style, right? Of course, this is expensive not because of the style alone, case again, and then the technology on this, the sound quality, which we're gonna get into later on. But yeah, it's just boring, right? Now, however, I like that the one that they provided me is just also plain black. So if you notice, there's no glossy material on the front, which I actually prefer because this is very stealthy as well, right? The other one, like my complaint in the case, it's very shiny. There's like a layer of shiny object or shiny paint on the front, on the top, and it kind of looks like a sticker, or like again like a cheaper brown out there. At least this one is just a straight up black, and yeah, it looks simple. And again, we're going to check it out, the fit. I'm excited to see the fit because the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pro is amazing fit. This one again is just a stem, old school style. Oh, okay. Oh, the fit is actually comfortable. I like it. And yeah, I mean, compared to my other headphones that I've tested earlier, of course, this is big, right? But it doesn't have this anymore. The Liberty 3 Pro has this, and this one, I mean, the 4 Pro doesn't have that anymore. But this is just a headphone I reviewed last time. You can go ahead and check it out. But you know what? I like the fit, right? I'm gonna take it back. I like the fit of this. It actually fits better. Let me go ahead and connect it to my laptop, to my phone, to the Bluetooth, and test the sound quality right away. I'll be right back. All right, so let's do some testing. Now, what's interesting about this is as soon as I open it up, even the Bluetooth is turned off. As you can see right here, the Bluetooth is not turned on, right? It'll actually detect it. And as you can see, it's now showing Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro. All right, so as you can see, it's just popping up right that Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro. I haven't even put it on my ear here, but let me go ahead and do that right now. Again, the fit is amazing on this one. As a matter of fact, the sound isolation is perfect. It's now saying device found Liberty 4 Pro. So let's go ahead and connect. And let me walk you through the app itself. Now, it's just advising you some stuff like you can change the size of the tips here. Again, it has 5, right? Or actually 6, including the one that is already included. All right. So it says squeeze control, pinch the earbud stem, and press the groove area on the side for easy control. So that's the good thing about this. You can actually squeeze that for control. You know what? I really love the looks of that, right? I thought I'm going to hate the look of it, but the comfort that it's giving me, it's bonkers. I love the comfort, as a matter of fact. It's very, very comfortable, and it's very light, right? Again, compared to some of the earbuds that I've already tested, that I have, I can even argue that this is more comfortable than the Liberty 3 Pro that I have, because the Liberty 3 Pro is a bit bulky, although it's not a stem. It's like it's just in your ear, right? It's unique on its design, but it has that, that kind of like weight that you can actually feel. But yeah, this one is definitely much more comfortable, and it's like you're not even wearing anything. It's very natural on the ear. It's not even, I cannot even feel the any pain or any discomfort inside. All right, so again, going back to the app, it says squeeze control. We'll get back to that later on to show you some of the things that you can again do on that one. Can you see that it says Glenn Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro? That's amazing. I already have an app now. Of course, you can download that from Play Store, right? It's just Soundcore app. So let me just show it to you real quick here. It says Soundcore, all right? It's just gonna appear Soundcore app. As you can see, it's installed in mine. So let me just open that up. And I got a couple of Soundcore devices already because you probably noticed I love them, right? Soundcore, just a hot take. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. So I just would like to clarify, this is not a sponsored video in any way. I purchased this with my own money. So Soundcore, if you're watching, bacana man. But yes, if you notice, I've got a lot of Soundcore here, and none of this are also sponsored. All of this are purchased by my own money, by me, because I just love them so much, right? So I remember the very first one that I purchased is Liberty 3 Pro, again, the predecessor for this one. And then I purchased Space Q45, which is actually amazing. I'm still using that every day. That's also like has an active noise canceling. Now, I believe I purchased A20 after that. This is a super cheap one, less than $20, which is also sound amazing. And then I purchased R50 I ANC, which is also very, very cheap, less than 30 bucks, I believe, 30 US dollars. But it has noise cancellation as well, which is bonkers, right? 30, 35, I can't remember, but that is pretty good. And of course, right now, the one that we're using, Liberty 4 Pro. So right from the get-go, you can see the battery of the case on the top. It says 80%, and then the buds on the left and the right, 198. Now, if you tap that, the very first thing that you're gonna see is, of course, the picture of the buds and then the ambient sound, which is also controllable on the case. As you can see, it's changing that. What? All right, as you can see, absolutely noise cancellation again. Wow, I love the noise cancellation of this, guys. It's amazing. It's super great. Like, again, I have noise cancellation headphones, but I think this is definitely better. 1 to 10, one no transparency, middle is just normal, and the 10 is the noise cancellation. I like that because on other noise cancellation that I've got, again, even the previous Soundcore, it's just the like one, right? Transparency, normal, and then ANC. This one you can dial it down and up, which is pretty good. Now you do have airplane mode here as well. As you can see, current air pressure 0.99 atm. I don't even know that's probably atmospheric, right, pressure. It's ambient, it's also noise cancellation, but it's kind of like, helping you with that air pressure. You can manually update. We're not gonna mess with that right now. I'm not in the plane to test it. I just, came from Korea a couple of weeks ago. I could have like tested on a plane there. But yeah, next to that is wind noise reduction. Let me see if there's any difference in this one. No difference whatsoever. So I think this is probably for outside when you're walking outside and it's very windy. Now, that is just a quick option on the first tab. And if you noticed, it has three tabs on the middle here on the top. So the next one is equalizer, and then the last one is the control. Here, you also have the sounds, right? Spatial audio, but you do have fixed or head tracking, podcast mode, movie mode, or gaming mode, right? So, different modes there. If you're gonna set it up into movie mode or to music mode rather, it will give you either if you want to do fix or head tracking. Now, next to that is the preference test. So it's just personalizing your settings, right? Bass is a little bit lower, mid range is up, treble. It's just personalizing that, right? Preference test is just the hear sound ID as well on the top. Now you do have default here. These are the EQs. So you do have Soundcore signature, which is just flat, but they already optimize it to their own signature. I actually like that, although on my other headphones, I prefer acoustic. As a matter of fact, we'll test that later on. But you have tons of this. As a matter of fact, you do have those default 5, but then you have a lot on the bottom here, which is pretty nuts. And then lastly, on that page, you do have an equalizer as well, where you could just like adjust every band here to your liking, right? So tons of feature, which I definitely like on Soundcore. That's why you notice me buying Soundcore after Soundcore. So the last tab here on the top is again the control. So for both left and right earbud here, for the audio, you can adjust this one, and then it says not adjustable on down below here. Now the not adjustable ones are essentially the pinch or the kind of like this slide, right? So as you can see, it's adjusting the volume right there, right? And then you can also single press, long press to reject it. Those are again things that you cannot adjust. Now I'm on the left bud here, pretty much the same on the right bud. So the one that I can adjust is the presses, right? For single press, play pause, you can change that to your liking. You can make it like next, previous, or none. Double press, you can make it like play pause, next, previews, voice assistant, ambient sound cycle through, right? Which, like the ANC transparent normal. You can set none. For triple press, it's pretty much the same with the double press. And then the long press, this is pretty good. By default, it's the ambient sound. So if you long press that, it'll give you the noise cancellation. Before I forgot, in the upper right corner, you also have this more settings here, which will offer more settings. As soon as I tap that, it will say easy chat, right? Enable easy chat to lower the music volume for your device and make vocal clearer for short conversation. Now, this is pretty good. You want to enable that if you want to, like, if you're in the office or if you're talking to a lot of people, and then all of a sudden they will like approach you, talk to you. You don't want to like touch your head and do a lot of settings. As soon as you start talking, and then they'll talk back to you, and then you can hear them because the earbuds will automatically lower the volume a little bit and then enable transparency in order for you to hear them, right? They also have the adaptive sound leakage compensation. Safe volume, you want to do that, right? To protect your eardrums. You also have prompt tone, wearing tone, low battery tone, sound mode again if you want to do LDAC, which will increase the quality right into high res by Bluetooth, although it will take a toll in the battery life. So you want to use that sparingly depending on your needs. But with the case, 40 hours case, no worries, right? You can definitely use LDAC. Now, if you're using LDAC, take note you cannot use multi-point, right? Because you can actually connect this to two different, devices. I do that all the time with my Soundcore Space Q45. It's connected to my phone and to my Steam Deck, so I always like use that. I don't really go to LDAC, not unless I'm testing something. Take note of that, right? You cannot use LDAC and then multi-point. And then you have dual connection. Again, it will show you what are the devices that are connected here, which is pretty neat. You also have fit test. It'll help you, um, you know, check the fitness because sometimes your ears are not the same, right? You might need to use like a smaller tip here and then a big on the other side. It's gonna help you do that. And then you have a lot of things here. Charging case settings. So again, for the charging case, you can enable and disable stuff. Now, if you notice earlier, I only have the ambient sound because that's the only one enabled by default. So you can enable spatial audio here, atmospheric, find device, and remote camera, which is pretty handy, right? So if you enable that remote camera, you can all of a sudden use this as a remote camera for your phone, right? So if you're doing a selfie or you're putting your phone, somewhere, posing like in a gym or something, right? Instead of like putting timer in it, you can just hold this and then click. That is pretty handy, right? Now, for me, I'm using a Samsung, so I have stylus. It's just gonna do the same thing as the stylus, right? Which is amazing. You also have auto power off. You want to enable that, and then find device, which is again super neat, right? It's gonna beep either the buds or the case, right? The case has a speaker, and it will beep if you're like missing it. But you also have widget here. You can enable this, put it on your homepage, and do some widget there, which is pretty handy. I love that you now have a widget. I'm absolutely going to use that. And then, of course, you can update the firmware, the charging case firmware, some serial number, and charging case serial number information. All right, it's actually upgrading the firmware right now. You can even see it there. It says upgrading. Wow, the ambience is the noise cancellation is really bonkers. At least for myself, when it's on one, it's very very good, right? I can hear myself. I can hear everything. And then when it's on 10, it's kind of scary quiet. I don't hear any electrical hiss or electronic hiss or anything. It's actually scary quiet. I have my air conditioning just next to me and I can barely hear that. It's pretty good. Now let's go ahead and test the microphone itself because it says that it has 6 sensors plus the barometric, so it actually has 7 sensor. So I'm curious to check before we check the sound quality again. I'm curious to see the quality of the microphone. Right now, it's being captured by my phone. As you can see on the top, it's just my S22 Ultra. Okay, now the Soundcore Liberty Pro is capturing the audio, so let's go ahead and test that. think it's pretty good. Capturing my voice, but leaving everything out. Liberty 4 Pro restaurant. Let's catch it. Using the Liberty 4 Pro now, same airport or airplane cabin. Wow. All right, cool. I think the noise cancellation is really, really awesome. So let me know down in the comments below what are your thoughts about that one. But I really love the ability to just block the outside noise, but still capture all of my voice. You can hear it, right? While I'm playing the airplane cabin, I'm talking a little bit on it. It can still capture my voice really, really good, which is amazing. Let me just go ahead and test the music now. That's super loud. Oh my god, this is super clear. Whoa, this is amazing actually. This is just YouTube guys, but wow. The detail, the clarity on this is bonkers. Wow. Oh my god. I can feel it on my entire body. Oh my god, look at that. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna listen to more of this, but damn. All right, so I've listened to more different kind of like sounds, especially the copyrighted one, right? So I've listened. I have an ACDC. I really have some powerful music because of testing my speakers here. And one thing that I can say, absolutely worth of the money. This is a steal, guys. I've just gotten this for like $80, right? For $85 specifically, this is super good. I believe when this was released, it's around 120, 130, and I gotten this for discount from Soundcore itself or from Lazada actually, and that is extremely cheap because of the voucher and stuff like that sale, right? But that is absolutely worth the money. The ANC of this is bonkers, right? I can tell you right away that the active noise cancellation is really really good, a lot better than my Liberty 3 Pro and my Soundcore Space Q45, the one that I've been using all the time, because you can really hear the difference, like a massive difference from like transparent and then noise cancellation. When it goes to noise cancellation, it's almost like scaringly quiet, right? It's really really good. Now I can hear a little bit of higher tone, right? But it's not as bad. It's definitely better than it was before. For the sound itself, I have a little bit of gripe, right? I think it's very clear, right? It's too bright already. I'm pretty sure you can play around the EQ, right, to lower it down a little bit, but I don't really feel a lot of bass, or at least the bass that I'm like expecting, right? I'm a bass head, but I definitely appreciate clarity as well. I think they're going to, I mean, it makes sense. It's pro, right? And it has two drivers. As a matter of fact, it has a 10.5 millimeter main driver, like for lower and mid tone, and it has a dedicated tweeter. Right? Believe that or not, on an earbud, it has a dedicated tweeter. That's why I can really hear the difference from different tone, right? From different frequency, but sometimes to the point that it's almost sibilant already. When if you're increasing the sound, and I'm increasing the sound almost maximum earlier, I can hear a little bit of sibilance already, and a little bit of piercing. It's not that annoying, from cheapo headphones. It's just too clear for my ear, right? It's the sound stage is really really wide though. That's what I noticed when I put that in here. Sound stage is really wide. The sound is like seems to be coming all over the place, not just on the center of your head, which some of the earbuds, can have an effect. It's coming from very far, which is pretty weird, right? That is really good. Soundstage is very wide. Absolutely love this. Again, I just gotten this for like $85. If it's on sale, if it's like below $100, absolutely worth it. Especially if you need earbuds. Right now, I already have a lot of earbuds, a lot of speakers, stuff like that. But I really love Soundcore. Again, if you probably haven't noticed yet, in seeing the app. So whenever they have the newer version of the Pro, right, the Liberty series, I kind of like I need to get it, right, because I love the Liberty 3 Pro right away. Now for the design itself, the Liberty 3 Pro has an interesting design. I can't say that I love that more than this. I actually love the design of this one. I know it's just basic and stuff, but it will grow on me. On the Liberty 3 Pro, it's annoying. The rubber band on the right side of it, if it's getting oily or wet or a little bit getting some perspiration or something, it falls apart and it's just a mess. As a matter of fact, having a solid plastic and a rubber holding that on your ear is not a good combination because through the time it will the dirt will go inside of that, it will get loose, just nasty looking one. And it's not helping that my Liberty 3 Pro is actually white in color, so it's not really good. Now this one doesn't really have anything at all, aside from the silicone ear tips. It's just solid material, so there's no place for dirt to accumulate, which is I definitely appreciate. Now, of course, the case itself, talking about the case, absolutely love this case because again, it's showing the battery level there, if you notice, and it's also again showing some stuff on the front. I enabled that earlier, so as you can see, there's like a remote camera right now, and some other stuff there, location, atmospheric, just handy, right? It's just quite handy. And this is also wireless, of course. It can actually fast charge. Again, for the battery itself, it lasts 10 hours straight from the buds, 40 hours in total with the case. You can do wireless charging on this baby, and you can also do fast, like ultra fast charging, right? If you plug like USB type C on this one, fast charging on this one. So absolutely love it. But that's all for today. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any questions, any opinion. What do you think about Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro? Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel below. Again, if you want to see more of reviews like this, I purchase and unbox review stuff like this, so it might help in your purchase decision. Consider subscribing, and thanks so much in advance. But that's all for today, guys. Happy New Year to everyone, and see you on the next one. Peace.